time been making the best moves as of late, but Joe Saunders has been awful in Arlington. You see a 10.29 career ERA there, and Ian Kinsler picks on him in the bottom of the first. That's in the seats. Kinsler 9 for 19, 8 RBI against Saunders. That's 1-0. All right. Rangers teeing off on Saunders' changeup. They got his breaking ball there. Then Marlon Byrd, changeup doesn't change the outcome. That's another home run. Don't hurt yourself, children. Bird's 6th. The Rangers up 3. Now we're tied at 3, though, bottom 3, so Saunders getting some help, but he gives it right back. Another changeup, and again, nothing changed. Hey, look at the fan. Careful, man. There's a beverage involved here. 19th for Cruz. Rangers up 4-3. And then if summer's good, more is better. It's Bird again. 6th earlier, 7th there. Saunders, 3 2/3, 8 earned. The ERA goes up at Arlington. Ron Washington says we want to face him all the time. It's the Rangers, 9-5 over the Angels. Let's go to Yankee Stadium. Mariners in town. That's bad for Seattle. They've lost 8 straight games at New York. Hey, new stadium, though. Maybe they got a chance. Mariano Rivera throwing out the first pitch to Jorge Posada to celebrate the 500th career save. Top 2, 2-on-1 out. Kenji Jojima against Jabba Chamberlain and Alex Rodriguez, the pick to start the 5-3 double play. And how many times do we show a guy starting a 5-3 double play and then hitting a home run? Well, whenever we edit it like that. We go bottom 7, A-Rod, Jack off Chris Jacobuskas, 565 career, 4 short of 10th on the all-time list. That was his 12th on the season. Game tied at 5, bottom 8, Hideki Matsui. The double. And look at the Matsuis were in town.
In the house.
And then Melky Cabrera. How's this for next level? He's batting .373 in the 8th inning or later. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And Cabrera doubles. Brent Gardner pinch running for Matsui. Comes in. Yankees take the lead and then say goodnight, John Boy. Rivera gets Franklin Gutierrez strikeout swinging his 501st career save. Yankees win at 8-5. That is their 6th straight.
Red Sox and Orioles, Terry Francona and company, have won 8 straight against Baltimore. This is before a rain delay at Camden Yards. Top first, 1-on-1 out. Kevin Youkilis, 2-run shot. Adam Jones lost his glove, didn't get the ball. Youkilis with his 13th of the year. Jones shaken up. He would leave the game in the 3rd inning. Red Sox out to a 2-0 lead. Top 4, bases loaded for David Ortiz. Poppy's coming around. Dustin Pedroia scores, part of a 5-run 4th for Boston. Red Sox up 7-1. Then rain for 71 minutes. John Smoltz made his 2nd start for Boston. He was working on his first win in 438 days, but didn't return. After the rain delay, bottom 6, only 1 out. Baltimore down 9-1. Felix P.A. grounds out. And then afterwards, Julio Lugo, Dustin Pedroia, a few other Red Sox players run off the field thinking it was the 3rd out. I'll say it again. Want to get away? Only 2 outs. Kevin Youkilis gets a chuckle, but the chuckles would come to an end for Boston. 7th inning, 2 on. Baltimore down 10-2. No doubt about that one. Oscar Salazar, 3-run shot off Justin Masterson. Salazar's first home run of the year. Orioles back in it. They got 5 in the 7th to get it to 10-6. In the 8th now, Matt Wieters off Hideki Okajima. Nolan Remo scores. Baltimore within 3. They were 0-5 against Boston this season. 2 batters later, Brian Roberts. Down the line off Takashi Saito. Salazar scores. Orioles were down 10-1 at one point, now within 1 run at 10-9. Jonathan Papelbon tied with Bob Stanley for most saves in franchise history. That will have to be enough for now. Bottom 8, 2 on, 2 outs. Nick Markakis. That's going to be trouble. Jeremy Guthrie and Roberts coming around. Papelbon blows a save. Orioles come all the way back. They go up 11-10. And even the Baltimore grounds crew was getting into it. So could they make it stick? 9th inning, 2 on, 2 out. Tying run in scoring position. Red Sox down 1. George Sherrill gets Jason Bay. Largest comeback in Orioles history. In fact, it's the biggest comeback by a last-place team against a first-place team in baseball history. The O's take it. 5 losses going into Tuesday. Kansas City had given him 9 runs of support in those games. Another tough luck start against the Twins in Kansas City. Gives that one up to Justin Morneau. 3rd straight game with a home run for Morneau. And let's take a closer look at this. The ball actually lands in the waterfall. Whee! Splashdown. Morneau's 19th home run of the season. Bannister 6 hits, 2 runs, just 1 earned with 6 Ks in 7 innings. Bottom 4th, Tony Pena Jr. up faces Scott Baker. Bases loaded, 2 outs, down 0-2. Pitch up for ball 1, another pitch high for ball 2, inside for ball 3, and then foul ball. then foul ball, then foul ball. And Kansas City hitting coach Kevin Seitzer checking it out. He's like, man, this guy's working hard. Foul ball. And then Seitzer clapping for encouragement. Next pitch. Fouled away. And Seitzer like, man, my guy's fighting. Next pitch. Well, he goes down swinging. Can't win them all. 11 pitch at bat, though. Seitzer's like, man, that wasn't how it's supposed to end. Bottom 6, 2-on-2 out. Jose Guillen at the plate facing Bob Keppel. Brendan Harris with a great diving stop. Twins going to win the game 2-1. Royals gave Bannister just 1 run. Former Cy Young winners there, but by the time it was over, it was a guy swinging a bat who stole the show from them. Of course, I'm talking about Albert Pujols, bottom first. Pujols up against Johnson. Outside corner for strike 1. Off-speed pitch for a foul, and then fights off another one. Still an 0-2 count, though, and then Johnson gets him to win the inning. Tim Lincecum has a good laugh about that in the dugout. Giants up 2-0. Bottom 4, Johnson facing Pujols with 1 out now. Outside corner for strike 1. And then breaking ball inside for strike 2 for a foul ball. Then Pujols crushes a fastball to the upper deck. No need to chase it. It's not coming back. Number 29 for Pujols. And the Cardinals down 2-1. Top 5. Giants down 5-1. And Chris Carpenter struggling. Travis Ishikawa taking advantage. That's coming off the wall. Edgar Renteria scores. Carpenter, 5 innings of work, gave up 11 hits, 6 earned runs, and 5 Ks. His worst start since 2006. Bottom 6, same score, 1-on for Pujols. And there it goes again. Once again off Johnson. Pujols' second home run of the game is 30th of the season. More on that in just a minute. Cardinals down 6-3, though. Later in the inning, bases loaded. Johnson watching from the dugout. Jeremy Affeldt gets Tyler Green 4-6-3. Johnson 5 1/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Giants win at 6-3. He said, if one guy has a day against me and we win, I feel like I did my job.
Worst defense, one of the NL's worst offenses, but they got Dan Herron, and he's worth going to the game to see. 2.25 ERA this season, leads the National League. Ask Jerry Hairston, ask Lance Nix, also known as Lance Quest, ask Jay Bruce, and ask Brandon Phillips right there. ERA lowered to 2.19, still the best in the league. Diamondbacks up 3. Bronson Arroyo against the 8-hitter Miguel Montero. He goes yard, his 4th. Up 5-0. And then the number 9 batter, Herron. Never hit a home run. Said he had to keep from smiling when he's around the bases because pitchers don't like that. Nice catch, dude, right there. Look at Herron. He's trying to. You don't want to smile when you hit one. Herron, 7 innings, 4 hits, 9 Ks. The home run. Advantage Mets, or so you thought. Brewers putting 1 on the board in the bottom of the 3rd to make it a 2-1 game, and Santana thought he had strike 3 against Mike Cameron, and Jim Wolf says, no, you've got ball 4. They leave the bases loaded, though. Bottom 4, same score, 1 out. Santana walks Burns on 4 pitches, and then Corey Hart, your next batter, he flies out to Fernando Martinez, or at least that's what they thought would happen. Martinez, though, oh, no. Benny Agbayani makes that play. Down. Yeah, there's a Met down. Oh, strange brew right there. And what's interesting, remember, Martinez had that pop-up Monday that McGee dropped. Hart's given a double. You got runners on 2nd and 3rd.
He did replace his divot, though.
He did. That's good. Santana walks J.J. Hardy on 4 pitches, bases loaded. The pitching coach, Dan Warthen, came out and he got tossed by Wolf. Santana said afterwards he threw some good pitches, didn't get the calls. That wouldn't be one of the good pitches. Ryan Braun is 6 for 12 career against Santana. Braun goes 3 for 4 RBI in this game. And then you see the Mets, they go Laurel and Hardy. Ball gets by Santos there, and then what you didn't see there was Santana throwing it into left field. Braun comes in to score. Mets, Brewers win. Bigs at Atlanta. Joe Blanton against Atlanta's kind of got that Joe Saunders thing against Texas going. 9.64 ERA, and Martin Prada lights him up with the solo shot, his 4th. That tied the game in the bottom of the 5th. We go top 8. John Mayberry pinch hitting against Mike Gonzalez. Look at Gregor Blanco. He had 3 hits, and hitting the wall doesn't count. Pinch hit, home run, we're tied. He will not drink alone. Next batter, Pedro Feliz. Back-to-back Jacks, and the Phillies take a 4-3 lead. We go bottom 8, same score. Runner on 2nd for Prado. He's got the hot stick going down the right field line. Blanco will score from 2nd, and Jason Worth kind of kicks it around out there, and Prado into 3rd base. We're tied at 4. Remember, the Phillies beat him 9 out of 9 at this park last season. Jimmy Rollins back in the lineup after sitting for 4 games. Top 9, nobody on, and Jimmy included. He was 0 for 5 with 2 Ks. Brian McCann up, bottom 9, and Jimmy says, I might be rusty at the stick, but I did bring my glove. That's a TPN, top play nominee if you're new to the program. Bottom 10, tied Prado up, 2 on, facing Chanho Park. Tuesday was his birthday, and Prado is going to kill his birthday buzz. Matt Diaz is going to come around to score. Prado goes 4 for 5, the home run, 4 RBI. The Braves win. Florida hoping to hook the Nationals. Hanley Ramirez has got at least 1 RBI in 8 straight games. That ties a club record. Is he going to get an RBI here off Craig Stamen? Ryan Zimmerman booted it. Emilio Bonifacio scored from second, ruled an error, so no RBI. Game tied at 1. That's more important, though, than records. Bottom 6, Marlins down 5-2, 1 on, 1 out for Ramirez.
So he's got another chance here.
Get out and take the record with you. 2-run homer off Stamen. Makes it a 5-4 game, 13th home run of the season.
I like how you set that up. You built the drama there.
I did. Even I didn't know what I was doing. Bottom 7, score bases loaded, 2 out. Ramirez.
You're not supposed to admit that.
Joe Beimel. Ramirez hits the ground to the right, gets through 2 more. Marlins going to win 7-5. Game is called. Won against Colorado this season, but the Rocks had Jason Marquis on the hill. 9 wins, tied for the most in the NL. Matt Kemp, he's a swinger. Marquis also 2-0 career at Dodger Stadium. Top 4, no score, not anymore. Brad Hopp solo off Chad Billingsley, his 13th, and the Rocks up 1. Bottom 6, still 1-0, 2 outs. Marquis gets Juan Pierre to ground out the end of the inning. That's 14 in a row. He'd retired at this point. Ended with 19 in a row. Helps his own cause in the top of the 7th. A 207 career hitter, and Marquis singles to left. Hopp and Ian Stewart score. Chris Iannetta is going to be out at third, but the Rockies are up 3, and that's going to be plenty for Marquis, who needs just 86 pitches. Wow. To throw the complete game, 2-hit shutout. He's your first 10-game winner in the National League. Gets for call there to end it all, and that's a franchise record, 21 wins in the month. It's the Rocks, 3-0.
These are the greatest of the night from Tuesday at SportsCenter's top 10 plays. Albert Pujols at number 10. We told you about the 2 home runs. Check this out, though. Benjamin Molina with a pop foul. Pujols bobbles the ball up on the tarp and still makes the catch.
She's a beauty, that number 9. Alex Rodriguez expressing himself at third base. Kenji Jojima, the grounder. A-Rod gloves it, steps on third, throws to first. Not to be seen, at least not in top plays. He also hit his 12th home run of the season, and the Yankees won.
Christian Guzman checking in at number 8. Cody Ross over to Guzman. Wow. Wow. And it's one of those plays where you say, I don't know what was better, the stop or the throw, because he didn't have a whole lot of time to work with. Marlins win the game, though, 7-5.
At 7, let's check out the Pirates, the kid in center field that they got to replace Nate McLeod. Andrew McCutcheon is his name. He brought his adult gloves, takes one away from Jake Fox, and the Pirates win 3-0.
And number 6, Pedro Feliz, Brian McCann over in Feliz's direction. And Feliz down and dirty, on his knees, but not surrendering. More from this game coming up.
All right, at 5, this is Joe and Frank's favorite player, and perhaps Nancy Drew's as well. J.J. Hardy, the stop in the hole off Fernando Tatis. And then guess how much I bench? Enough to throw it to first. The Brew Crew won.
Was Nancy Drew from Milwaukee? Number 4, Aaron Hill. Gabe Gross over to Hill. Diving stop, and then look at the roll. He did a 720 there on the ground, and then made the play.
At 3, friend of the program, Jerry Hairston Jr.
You know what he says when he makes plays like this? He said, it's funny what you can do with your eyes closed.
Well, one shot ain't enough, Jack. You better make it 3 at Jerry Jr. Got Parra, gets Drew, ground into third, and then throws home, and then Felipe Lopez, the soft dribbler. And Hairston says, it's my night. But it was not his team's night.
And number 2, Jimmy Rollins, over on the second base side, and deep in the hole, but able to make the play. And you know what? He takes a ball off his chest and doesn't even flinch.
All right, reread the link. It's high points for obscurity, low points for being funny. I know a cat named Way Out Willie. Willie Ibar.
Somebody's been on the internet.
Yeah, you told me to go look at it. Tampa wins 4-1. Ibar also was way out. He hit a home run.